All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back on the Speaker Show. Oh my goodness. You know what? I am super excited this evening. Very excited. It's a long day, long week, but you know what? Whenever it's Friday, I'm always excited to just want to be here with each and every one of you because you guys are amazing. All right. Excuse me. Before I go further, let me introduce myself. I welcome you. If you're new, if this is your first time, I welcome you on the Speaker Show. And I'm the host of the Speaker Show, Niniola Fatai. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I want us to have a great time. So the Speaker Show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where minds are being liberated through reasoning. What that means, we inspire, we coach, we motivate, we give hope to the hopeless. That is what we are here for. And then we'll believe very strongly that each and everyone has a purpose. There's something in you that needs to be discovered, and you need the right platform. And that's what we focus on. And I am super excited this evening. And for the fact that we have a guest, oh my goodness, whenever we have a guest, whenever there's a guest among us, I'm always super excited. And you know what, guys, I don't like to take much of our time because I just want us to enjoy our guests. I want us to enjoy their moment, their time. So I just want to say, welcome each and every one of you one more time, and let's have a good time on the Speaker Show tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna be bringing up our guest, and then we're gonna be asking so many questions. She's an expert, I'm telling you, and she's been through so many things. And the victory, I've listened to this woman for quite a long time, and I've seen her grow. Honestly speaking, and when she speak, you can tell that this person has got something with so much experience, that they've been through, and then that they survive and overcome. And we just can't wait to hear from them and hear the story out tonight. All right, so everyone, help me welcome my very dear friend, Mrs. Chika Onye Mahobi. I'm so sorry if I didn't pronounce it properly.
Hello.
This evening.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fantastic, and
Okay.
everyone can hear you.
Yeah. It's nice
So, how
to be
you
here
doing?
today. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good. And you?
amazing. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. I'm just happy to see your face.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
good. Okay, so I'm just gonna, we're gonna get into what we want to talk about because I'll be honest with you, I'm super excited because I know you
Yeah.
have so much to give us tonight. So
Okay.
let's get started. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Let us know who is behind that name, Chica. Tell us
Okay.
about you.
Okay. Is just simple. I'm Chika Onyemobi. I am a medical lab technician, and I am also an entrepreneur alongside my medical profession. I'm the executive director of Afro Canadian Wares here in Brantford, Canada. So I try to also use my passion as well to impact people and the community as well. So through what I do, yeah. So that's
Amazing.
basically me.
Amazing.
Yeah,
And I've listened to you for a short period of time,
yeah.
and I'm like, it would be so nice. Like, how did you even get into your profession? Let's start with that. How did you
Ah,
get into that?
ah, it's a back a long story, anyways. So I would say my profession currently wasn't actually what I wanted to do.
Hmm.
So it was a decision that was made by my one of my parents,
Mm-hmm.
like through guidance.
Mm-hmm.
So before now, I wanted to do medicine and surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I wasn't able to get in. And I also tried while I was in the medical school doing medical laboratory science.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's called in Nigeria. So yeah, I think. my mom played a crucial role in directing my path. If I'm
Amazing.
being honest with you, when I entered the program, I didn't have any idea. Like, at least I knew what they were doing is mostly diagnostics, but to tell you that I understood the profession, like, I didn't really understand. I was lost, but because I was like a good student, say per se,
Mhm,
when I entered, like, I was a good student, like, academic wise.
mhm,
So I was doing well. It was up until I think the second year when I
mhm,
tried again to get in.
mhm,
And there's a lot of story that I might save for later, like a lot of story that I might save for letters that would maybe inspire someone. So
amazing.
yeah, if I'm to say, it wasn't my first choice, but I've grown to love my profession
Amazing.
because now I understand the role I play in you know, achieving that which my passion is, which is saving lives and
Mhm,
impacting people.
mhm,
We call ourselves the bedrock of modern medicine. We do some of the behind the scene works
mhm,
that also impacts the patient journey.
mhm,
And what we do basically about diagnostics
mhm,
helps the doctors to make an informed decision with
mhm,
regards to a patient. And
mhm,
so we also play a crucial role in making that decision because we feedback the doctors what the investigation is all about, and then they can be able to say, okay, this is what the problem is. Okay, in line with what other professionals also, bring into the table to make that decision, they would
mhm,
be able to help the patient. So I, over the years, have grown to love my profession.
mhm,
There are a lot of aspects of the profession that is very interesting that I've found out over the years of
mhm,
practice.
mhm.
So it's not just about the diagnostics. There's also research, and yeah, there's a lot to do. So that's a story for another day.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing. So one way or the other, you just got in and you just started, and eventually you loved it.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that's amazing. It's funny that back in Africa, the parents most times, they push you into something that you don't want to do.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
sometimes you end up being like, I remember
What am
then,
I doing here?
I remember back then, my mom was like, you got to go study biochemistry. And then she was
Yeah.
just all over
Yeah.
me that you got to study biochemistry, study biochemistry. And I'm like, well, Dave, we don't have a choice. We
Yeah. True.
couldn't say no because if you
True.
don't follow, they'll probably not pay your school fees, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah. I think mine was a bit different because it wasn't as if I was being pushed,
Hmm.
based on what we've always wanted. I remember all of us, I and my siblings, I think my parents studied us to know what and what would fit for us, kind
Hmm.
of.
Hmm.
So, and then if this doesn't work, then you
Hmm.
try the second option. So it was like more of a second option for
Hmm.
me at that
Hmm.
time. So then I was, being told if you go in, then maybe you can change a lot. There's a lot story behind it. So I don't think I want to go into it today, but maybe in the course of our conversation we might
Hmm.
we might address that as well. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, and I can't wait because I want you to give us all the juices tonight.
Yeah.
That's good. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I want to ask you, tell us a little bit.
Hmm.
As you further down in your career, in life itself, and I know you're a businesswoman, which is
Hmm.
good, and you're gonna tell
Yeah.
us, excuse me, you're gonna tell us a little bit about your business later on.
Okay. Okay.
So, what actually even inspires you?
Um, there are a lot of things that inspires me. Um, some of them have like some of them come from a personal experience,
Mm-hmm,
of which my mom also has a role to play.
mm-hmm,
Then some of them come from my passion as well. Yeah. And then the passion to make an impact. That's one of the things that inspires me. And then my mom as well. She was an inspiration. Bless her, she's late now. So she was an
Wow. I'm so
inspiration to
sorry
me as
about
well. Like a lot of things she did inspired my, course of life and journey
that.
on
Hmm.
the path I'm already going through now. So, and I will continue to go through, even though I'm also doing my business. Yes. So, yeah.
Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Mm.
I think it's beautiful because most times, we look at the parents as a role model,
Yeah.
and they direct our path indirectly, either we accept it or not. They direct our path, they foster that journey for us,
Yes.
which I think is incredible. But
Yeah.
one way or the other, when we're still into it, we kind of be
Hmm.
like, it's uncomfortable. But the end of the day,
Yes.
when we look back, the journey is beautiful. How
Yes. Yes.
we look up to them. They're the first person,
Yes.
and that's why I always tell a lot of parents these days that you know you just need to do your best. You
Hmm.
need to be the role model, especially in this
Yes, you
world.
are.
You need to be
Yeah.
the role model to your children before they look outside to someone else. And if you are not playing that part, then something
Mm.
is going to be missing in the house, because
Yes.
those were the legacy they gave us back then when we're growing up. And if we can pass that on, I think
Hmm.
I think is
The
incredible.
world will be a better place. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. So tell us a little bit more, because I really want to know more. I want to know more. I want to know more. I want to know more.
So,
So,
speaking about role models, I think the parents has a lot to do with regards, modeling good morals to their offsprings or their kids.
yes.
Um, the society we live in now is, there's a lot going on, and also
Yes.
with the advent of social media, and a lot of the societies there's a lot going on, and the
Mm-hmm.
younger generations are the ones being impacted mostly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the parents has a role to play, a major role to play
Yes.
in the lives of their offspring, their words. So yeah, that's what I wanted to chip in.
Oh, that's good. Thank you for a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. So
Yeah.
tell me, so through all this journey, what exactly was the hardest thing? The most challenging thing that, like, you went through, and then you look back and then you're like, wow, I made it.
um There are a lot of things that has happened. You mean in career wise, right?
Just general, it
Or
doesn't
just
even
in
matter.
general?
Yeah.
Ah, so there are a lot of things that I've experienced
Mm-hmm.
as at the course of my life journey.
Mm-hmm.
And one good thing I will pick out from all of those things is the resilience and the determinations that it has taught me to build over the years. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
so I think one of the things I have taken back is the resilience. Yes, so I've learned that I I have some ability to come back despite whatever the situation is, despite whatever I face in life. So that's one thing I've taken out from then. And then the other thing is, I see all experience in life as an opportunity for learning and for growth as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go through something, at least the experience, the way you were able to overcome something in the past
Mm-hmm.
would inform the way you will be able to challenge new things in the
Absolutely.
future. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So um everyone should see their life experience as an opportunity to learn. And those things you were able to learn will help you to forge ahead in the near future. So yeah.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. I remember
Mm,
last week, we talked about something like this, and I remember making Tyler Perry as an example
mm,
during his interview, and it was like everything that he experienced, that he ever experienced, either good or bad, either the people, doesn't matter, the challenges, the hard time, the failure, many
mm,
times that he had to fail over and over and over, all of it were just there to build him to the
Yes.
place that he
Yes.
is right now. And
Hmm.
I think that that is incredible. If
Yeah.
we can see our ups and downs, if we can see our challenges, if we
Hmm.
can see those obstacles as something that, as a way of growth, like
Yes.
life will be
Yes.
better. We'll
Yeah.
have a different perspective about life. We'll stop
Hmm.
complaining about the things that is not working. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it will make everyone will be happy at the end of the day.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that. I appreciate that a lot. But we're
No.
still gonna be coming more to that, okay?
Yeah. No worries. Yeah.
So tell me, this is gonna go in line with the same question. So
Okay.
when you experience failure as a person,
Mhm.
because I'll tell you, there's so many people that they're going through things. There's so many people that they're going through so many hardship, and they're not sure exactly how to come out of it. When you went through yours, how did you come out of it? Aside from the example that you've given us.
Okay. So I will give one example, which something that happened while I was in medical school.
Okay.
I think that was in my third or second year, ending towards my third year in medical school.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I told you before, now I was also trying to get back to my first choice, of course, medicine,
Mm-hmm.
but that wasn't happening at JAMB level, if you know what JAMB is from Nigeria. So when I tried it in my second year, so through something they call direct entry,
Mm-hmm.
and within that period, I thought everything was, has gone through. My senior colleagues, one day I was walking around, was like, "Oh, you're not having tests with your other department." And I was like, "Oh, I've changed. I've moved over to a new department now." So that was how I missed the tests we do that would also help to culminate in your final score. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So then within that period, that was also the period my mom was really ill, and I think after a week or so, we lost her.
Oh, wow.
And then in the coming back to school, it was a whole lot of um mixed feelings, grief. I was still mourning and all that. Then the next thing, you know how schools are back home, they want to
Mm-hmm.
rush things all
Mm-hmm.
in one. So we were told we had exam the next week. And before now, I told you I am a good student, at least. Yeah, trying to, graduate top of the class, and,
Mm-hmm.
just, studious and all that, doing good academically. So, but that moment, I would say, was very challenging for me, in the sense that I was going through grief and the loss of a loved one. And then within that period, I was being told that even the admission, someone said that I was now in med school,
Mm-hmm.
that didn't happen, that it wasn't approved.
Oh, wow.
So it was just like a whole lot of things for me as a young person then. And mind you, I would want to say that people's experiences are different and can be unique.
Mhm. Absolutely.
That I'm saying this is my challenge, someone will be like, "Oh, this is something we deal with."
Mm-hmm.
People are different in the way they deal with challenges. But for
Absolutely.
me, it was a very tough time. And what I did, I remember then, it at a point I didn't want to go outside so that people wouldn't see me, junior colleagues, senior colleagues won't see me, and and start asking me, "Hey, I heard this happened," and start doing
Mm-hmm.
some pity. So I was avoiding people, but inside I was depressed. I was actually depressed, like, at that time, because I was going through a lot. So, but what really helped me was, um I had to sit myself down and tell myself that this is a period that
mm,
wouldn't last, and then
mm,
that I have to risk either grieving all through
mm,
and crying and being depressed, or challenge my exams. Because at the time I remember I went to the HOD at that time and told her my situation, and no one was willing to listen to me at that time
mm.
to help me, you know rewrite, like, so give me an opportunity to write some
Right
tests
again.
that I've already missed. Like, I missed all the
Mm,
tests, so I was
mhm,
only left to prove myself at my exam. So how would I be able to read in that mental state where
mm,
I lost someone, and I'm also being denied access to the my choice course.
mhm,
So it was really a tough time. So I remember I had to sit down, and one of the things that helped me, I would say, was now taking us back to when I said the parents has a role to play in being the role models to their kids. One of the
mhm,
things that helped shape me that period was the things that my parents inculcated in me.
mm,
And I remember when I was growing up, my dad would always make us recite this positive confession: anything imaginable, believable is achievable. As a
mm.
young child, I was like, oh, okay, let's continue
Just say
reciting. And,
it.
and then he will always tell us, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Like, we'll recite those Bible um, quotations, verses, and all those positive confessions. So I remember sitting in my room one of these days, and I was saying to myself, you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you, because I'm faith based, I'm a Christian as well. So,
Mhm.
and then I can achieve anything I want to achieve. And before then, I was saying, is either I get admission into medical school, or I graduate top of my class, because that was the discussion I had with my late mom before she passed. Like, she
Mhm.
was, she guided me through that when she was also doing her school. So I learned about GPs and all that. So for me, then there was something to risk, because I was determined to excel in whatever I was doing. I remember her saying, Chika, it doesn't matter wherever you find yourself, just be the best. Just do your
Mm,
best. Come out the best. That was why I say she inspired me a lot.
mm,
So when I reflected on those things that my parents had already inculcated in me, and I had to resolve that, fine, you can grieve, but
mm,
don't let it keep you down.
mm,
Exam is fast approaching in days, and you are not reading, you are not doing anything. So I had to tell myself, fine, just start reading. It was really hard. I
mm,
can tell you, it was really, really hard. And I just started. But I know sometimes when I'm reading at night, then I would start crying. I'll just blank off and start crying. But after crying, we continue.
go back. Hmm,
Yeah, because
amazing.
yeah, I had to even write that confession, like, you can do anything you put your mind to. I had to
Hmm,
write it and paste it on my room then in the hostel where we stayed. So I think with those factors, those things I've inculcated in me by my parents, that were inculcated in me by my parents, they helped me navigate that period. Because some people will tell you they are depressed, but they don't know how to go through those depression phases or those times of their life.
that's
But and that brings me to one of the points. You as an individual have a role to play in
true.
whatever you are facing. You have to have the right mindset, and you have
Mm,
to have the right core values. And it also goes back to family, where life begins,
mm,
because the family are the first contacts that we have. Your parents, they are the first contacts, and the kind of values they instill in you would help you navigate life challenges. If they are not playing their roles well as your parents, you end up being exposed to the society.
That's true.
And the society is messed up now. You see
Yes.
young people, they don't even know their left and right. They
Mm.
don't have a focus. They are just moving by whatever they see online, which most of the things are not genuine, they are not true.
Yes. Yes.
So a lot of people influencing people, different families. Even when you interact in school, you see other children trying to influence your own children negatively. So it all begins with the family. If your children don't have it right with you, they will
Mhm.
end up being influenced by other people.
Absolutely.
So that part they played in my life has always helped me navigate any challenge. And one thing about any challenge or any experience you have in life, once you're able to graduate from it,
Mm.
then the next one you will have like a preamble of what to expect and how to
Yes.
tackle it. And then you can
Yes.
tell yourself, oh, I've seen you before. Then let's re-strategize on how to do this one. So as a young person, I had so many of those challenges that now, when I pass through things,
Mhm.
I try to remember them. I'm like, okay, yeah, we've been here before. Okay, so what is the situation like now? And then it brings you down to knowing what the situation is, having clarity about the situation or what you are facing, whatever you are facing.
Mhm.
Because to be sincere with you, like I said, challenges differ, people's experiences are unique and can be peculiar to them. The way they
Yes.
respond to it is different, can be
Yes.
different, even if there is any similarity, but people respond in different ways.
Yes.
So when you talk about challenges, you can it cuts across all phases of life.
Mhm.
And I don't know if at that time I had, the all the things gathered, about, life experiences, what to expect and what not to expect.
Mhm.
But at least one of the factors which were my core values that were instilled in me by my parents through
Mhm.
my family, like my upbringing, was one of the things that played a major role. Then the other thing was the mindset as well. But knowing like who you are and what the situation is all about, and knowing how to tackle it would help you a lot in tackling any situation, because it can go over to career, financial, personal, like different, name it, they are different. But
Mhm.
you having an understanding that challenges is like part of life, is
Mm.
an inevitable part of life, is one aspect to it as well, for people to navigate whatever life throws at them. So you
Mhm.
should come to that point of acceptance. So another thing that helped me was I had to accept my situation. I already lost my mom. I already lost admission to my choices of courses that I wanted to do. So what is left now? I have to face my reality.
Mm.
One thing people don't do is they don't like to face reality. They run away from it. And
That's
that's
true.
why people wallow in depression, and then it starts compounding and leading to different things, both suicide, drug addiction, alcoholism and stuff, just to, ease themselves of the stress they are going through at that time. So, but you being able to accept that life is filled with challenges, you cannot escape it. It
Mm.
can come in any form.
True.
And then I tell you, I didn't know, but as I began to have so many encounters, so many experiences, I began to learn. So life challenges is, you just have to see it as an opportunity to learn and also to grow. So this is one of the things that has helped me. um your core values, like I said, having the right mindset, which all boils down to you. And then acceptance, knowing, coming to the acceptance that you will face life challenges. I think
Mhm.
that would go a very long way to, helping people regardless of whatever life throws at you, to overcome them.
Amazing, amazing. Wow, wow, wow. You have said a lot. You have said a lot. Wow, that is incredible. And thank you for sharing that life experience. Thank you for sharing that with us. And,
Yeah.
the reality is that that is the way growth begins.
Mm.
The moment you feel at a point and then you realize that there's no other option than for you to just pick yourself back up.
Yes. And
And then
then
you get back up, you dust it off, and then you're like, things happen. Let me face
mhm,
it. The more experience you have,
you have,
the better
yes.
you become. And that's
Yeah.
the reality. And that's
Yeah.
why you see a lot of people, they'll be like, I've seen a lot in my life that you have no idea.
They
Because
have.
you
They
face
have seen.
whatever situation it is. And I'm so
Yeah.
happy that, like you were able to learn those things and the
Yeah.
of your challenges, of your struggle. You were able to pick those things and
Yeah.
realize the things that, like, they made you a better person today. I want to
Yeah.
thank you one more time for sharing that with us. All
Yeah. You're
right.
welcome.
So before we ask you the next question, okay, so my
Okay.
audience, I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to say this earlier on, but I think I've seen some questions right here that they've been dropping for you. If you have
Okay.
any question, if you're with us, if you have any question, please, please, please drop it at the comment section. She's going to answer them. We're going to try as much as possible to cover them before our time runs out. But we're going to go on a quick break. And then by the time we come back, we are going to be taking the audience questions. So please, in the meantime, while we go on break, just drop your questions and let's have a good time. All right. And then we'll be right back. Wow, wow, wow. So, welcome back, everyone. Okay, so like I said, we are going to be taking the questions from the audience. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
I like that. Okay, so the first person here said, is challenge a setback?
Mm.
What do you think about that?
Is challenge a setback? Well, it depends on how you want to see it. It depends on how the individual wants to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And that boils down to your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to, like I said earlier on, see challenges as an opportunity to build, to learn, to grow, to even be more resourceful. There are some
Mm-hmm.
things that are bettered out of challenges. Some
Mm-hmm.
ideas can come to you as part of challenge, like during those challenging moments.
Mm-hmm.
And so for you to see, I think it's wrong for someone to see challenges as a setback. Rather, you should approach it with a mindset of growth, like you see it as an opportunity for you to grow, because you can only outgrow your challenges. And it's not like problems that has a specific solution that you could just, once it's solved. But
Mm-hmm.
challenges can come in different forms and shapes,
Mm-hmm.
and it has to, you have to deal with it with the right mindset, like I said, with the right core values, and those boils down to the individual now. And then, as a faith-based person, I also involve God in it, because wherever your limits are, then God can, strengthen you more. It's about knowing your limits, and then you don't have control over some things, but God has, and He can strengthen you. He can give you more grace to overcome those challenging times. And then the last factor would be the support system you have, people around you,
Mm-hmm.
your family, your friends, people who are your mentors, And then there are also a lot of support system around. So there are a lot of things that can come into place to help you overcome those challenging moments. So, but you having the right mindset, I think the individual itself is the most important factor, because
Mm-hmm.
if you have the right mindset, you wouldn't be seeing challenges as a setback. Rather,
Mm-hmm.
it will make you to go back to the drawing board and see
Mm-hmm.
what the situation is, knowing it, because a wise man said that you can only defeat an enemy when you know him very well, or
Mm-hmm.
you can't defeat an enemy when you don't know him. You need to
Mm-hmm.
understand your enemy. You need to know the right strategies for you to um overcome your enemy. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like if someone tells you there's a treasure in a room. He didn't tell you there are so many rooms. He didn't tell you the actual room number or so.
Mm-hmm.
But it will be difficult for you to actually look for the treasure, right? But
Yes.
if he tells you it's in room 9, and whoever gets there first, so it's easier for you to know where it is. So
Yes.
for you to know what the situation, understand your what the situation you're going through, you need to
Mm-hmm.
sit down, reflect,
Mm-hmm.
understand, have clarity of what the situation you are going to like you're going through, and then begin to break it down. Okay, this is what is going on now. Fine, I accept it. Okay, so what can I do? Who can I talk to? Can I do this? um can this person help me? Can I reach out to this person? What can I do? Do I have the resources for this? How can I get the resources? If it's something that has to do with finances, or for a financial challenge. If it's academic wise for young people, you can think about people who can help you, who you can be friends with, that can
Mm-hmm.
help you achieve that thing you want to achieve. So it boils down to the individual. We shouldn't see challenges as a setback. Is It has a lot of opportunities opened up for us. So we should always approach it with that mindset.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you for saying that. And I couldn't agree with you more, sincerely speaking, because like I've always said, that challenge shouldn't be, it shouldn't be as negative as the way people
Yeah.
describe it to be. If you can
Mm-hmm.
open your mind, if you have that open mind to see it in the positive side, then I
Mm-hmm.
think that, like, just like we're saying that, people will be able to do better. People will be able to, to have confidence in
Yeah.
whatever situation they're going through. And
Mm.
this is just an example of it. So
Yeah.
thank you for the clarity. And I hope the person get the answer that they needed. All
Yeah.
right,
I
so
hope so.
we're gonna go to the next. Okay, so I'm not sure, maybe we're gonna have enough time to take all the
Okay.
questions because they keep coming on and off. All right, so it keep coming in. Sorry. All right, so
Mm.
we have one that says, "Do tough time defines you?"
Do tough time define you?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you should know that there is time and seasons. There are times and there are seasons in
Mm-hmm.
every in life.
Yes.
And you should also know that challenges are not permanent. They are only a temporary phase.
Yes.
And so you I don't think challenges should define someone. Rather, it is how you respond to the challenge you are facing that would define you.
Mm-hmm.
It will only tell people, or tell me, if you're a pessimist, if you lack confidence in yourself, or you
Mm-hmm.
don't believe in yourself,
Mm-hmm.
or you don't have enough resilience, or you are not determined.
Mm-hmm.
That's what defines you, how you respond. And responding in it can come in you, okay, staying and not doing anything, or staying all by yourself, being all depressed, and not wanting to talk to anybody, or not wanting to even try new things. That
Mm-hmm.
is what is the response you are giving me if I'm to assess you. and that is what would define you. Because the truth, like I said, it is inevitable, and it can come in any form, it can come in any shape, it can come in different experience, like in any type of experience, and
Mm-hmm.
it's different from individuals. So is everybody would experience it in one way or the other in their life. So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't define an individual. So it's only how you respond to it that would define you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So we're going to move to the next question. So someone said here that how do you handle the pain of denial?
How do you handle the pain of denial?
Mm-hmm.
um Let me understand. Denial in what aspect? Does the person have any
Uh,
um because if you say denial, it can be anything. They can deny you job, they can deny you an admission, um a loved one
okay,
can deny you. So
so I think probably what, to my understanding,
mm,
I think I would just say to the person
mm,
that, whatever pain, either pain of denial, you need
mm,
to be open-minded and understand that at some point in one's journey, there will be
mm,
people that will say no. There will be people that will
yeah,
say yes. And the people that will say no, their no shouldn't define where you're going.
yeah,
Their no shouldn't define your focus in life. Their
mm,
no shouldn't bring limitation to your life.
mm-hmm,
So you should be able to progress no matter what. So that's why it's important that overall you know who you are, because when you know who you are, when you take the time to study yourself, you can navigate life much better, because there's some certain things that you wouldn't even see as a
mm-hmm,
big deal. Rather, you will
yeah,
see it as, okay, thank you for saying no to me. Because when
mm-hmm,
you said no, if you had said yes to me, maybe that next door I wouldn't get to it.
yeah,
But
true,
thank you for saying no, because your no made me get to that next level. Your no made me pursue more in life, and
mm-hmm,
that door opened for me. So I think we'll be able to approach life in a different perspective when we truly understand who we
yeah,
are. And I
yeah,
hope that answered the question.
in addition, I think also acceptance. People should learn to accept themselves
Yes.
and believe in themselves and even
Yes.
develop self-love.
Yes.
Because even if someone refuses you, like you said, is an opportunity for you to, maybe that wasn't your God's design for you if you're
Mm-hmm.
like a Christian, or that's not, you might even have better options.
Mm-hmm.
So you should also accept yourself and
Yes.
reality. You
Yes.
should be able to accept that people can some people can say no to you, and is not out of place. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
they don't know your worth or your value.
Yes.
But when they know, you will see them begging for your return. So
Yes.
just accept yourself, love yourself, and always be willing to push despite the rejections in any form. It can just dust yourself up. Also, one thing that can help is self affirmation. Tell yourself
Mhm.
you are good at what you
Yes.
do, you are beautiful, you have what it takes
Mhm.
to be better, you have what it takes to grow, you have what it takes to prove them wrong.
Mhm.
So it still boils down on yourself. Then accept reality, accept that life can throw a lot of things to you, and that ways it helps to cushion how you deal with those pain of denial when it comes. Yeah, so
Absolutely. 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 I
mm,
agree with that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
yeah.
And like I said, there's so many questions, and then if we have to keep going, we're gonna keep going. And I'm just gonna be taking maybe one or two more.
Okay.
And okay, I'm gonna go up and down, and let's see. Okay, so right here, someone said, how can a person navigate depression?
Depression is a mental state. It's actually a medical condition. So what I would say to that person is, if you know you can't deal with it on your own, like you know your limits, you then need to seek help from appropriate professionals that can help you. There are people who are have that as their profession to help you deal with depression, and
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't deteriorate to something messy
Yeah.
or bad,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
maybe wanting to commit suicide or
Mm-hmm.
doing all
Mm-hmm.
nasty things. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say to you, try and seek help from people that would definitely, and open up to someone that will be able to help you. There are a lot of helplines that you could always google up and get help. So
Yeah.
don't wallow in depression, because it's real.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Mm-hmm.
continue to wallow in that depression, when you know
Mm-hmm.
it's getting out of hand, just
Mm-hmm.
go out and seek for help, because
Yes.
the next thing might be like doing something dangerous to yourself. So please seek help. I think that's the best way. Yeah, seek
Yes.
help.
I agree. I agree. I agree with you because depression is real.
It is.
It,
It
it,
is
it, it
actually.
is real. It is real. It is real. It is real. And if we
Yeah.
don't find someone to talk to,
Mm.
even it could be friends,
Hmm.
find those people that you trust within your inner circles
Yeah.
and actually voice out exactly what's going on with you. And that way, they can even refer you, they can recommend you, you just never know. But when you keep it to yourself, that's
Mm.
where there's problem.
Yeah.
So one also needs to be able to, like, to speak
Voice
out.
out. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need to just say it. You need to say it.
Yeah.
Like, come out of that shyness. Come out of, oh, other people are going to judge me.
Mm.
What will people say about me? I think those mindset, it robs a lot of
A
people
lot of,
of
yeah.
so much
And
opportunity.
yeah, I think also in the other way, like taking it the other way around, people should, we live in a cruel world. I think
Mhm,
people should be more kind and more
mhm,
observant.
mhm.
We should all be our brother's keeper, because
Yes,
some people also, I understand that they fear to be judged, or
yes.
about what they are going through, so they
Mhm,
don't want to really talk to people or talk to their inner circle about what they are going through. But the other way around, we should also look out for people who show signs of withdrawal. It comes with withdrawal,
mhm.
hallucinations, or a lot of things. So
Yes,
if you
yes.
notice that, then please try and reach out to those individual and refer them, if you can't, to appropriate helps.
That's
So
powerful.
yeah.
That's powerful. And thank you for saying that. That's
Yeah.
very, very powerful. We all
Mm.
need it.
Yes.
There will be someone out there who is going through it. So
Hmm.
yeah, thank you very much for that. All right.
Yeah.
So we're running out of our time right now. So, and I'm so sorry I won't be able to take any more questions. But
Okay.
like I've always said to each and everyone, you guys are amazing. The fact that you
Hmm.
take the time to drop your questions, I appreciate it so much. But like I said, if there's any question that it's unclear, that you guys are not know, that you're not sure, or maybe probably she hasn't been able to answer them, or maybe I didn't say them, please, if there's anybody that is unsure of something, always reach out to us. If you
Yeah.
want to speak to her, if you want to talk to her,
Mm.
I can always get you that contact. If you feel that
Yeah.
one way or the other she has inspired you today and you really want to hear more from her, or you need one sort of direction or the other, please let us know, or email us on the speaker show at gmail.com, and then we will be more than happy to help you, to put you through. Like I said, the reason why we have the show, we believe very strongly that everybody has one great potential, and you
Mm.
cannot run the race alone. You need
Yeah.
right people, right platform.
Sure.
that
Sure.
can help you grow to become the best version of yourself. So,
Mhm.
with that being said, I want to say a very, very big thank you to you for joining us tonight. It's
And
it's
thank
been
you
an
too.
amazing time, and then with so much
Yeah.
excitement, I am so happy. But before you
Yeah.
go, I just
Mhm.
want you to give my audience, one best word that you would like to leave us with today.
Um, if I'm to leave you with something, it will be believe in yourself. You've got you. You've
Mm,
got you. When you know who you are, you know your values, you know your worth, then you can be able to challenge whatever situation life throws at you. And also stay determined and always have the mindset to be resilient. Don't let situations keep you on the ground. You have to dust yourself up and keep going, regardless of the situation. You have what it takes to, you know, face any difficult situation. And then, if in case you know you won't be able to tackle that by yourself, then seek help. Seek help from God if you're a Christian. Seek help from your friends, your, good friends, mentors, professionals that can help you. And yeah, that's what I have to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A very like it's been an amazing time, honestly speaking,
Yeah.
and I can't thank you enough. And thank you so much for being here with us. And we hope to see you and have you again because it looks like we enjoy you. So we
No
look to
worries.
see you
Yeah.
again. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I
No
appreciate it.
worries. Yeah. You're
All right, everyone. Wow, wow, wow. That was a great section. I am so inspired. Like it's beautiful when you hear other people's story because it just gave you this perspective that, whatever you're going through, you're not the only one in it. There are other people that have been through, that they've gone through that process, and you can learn, you can leverage on their knowledge, you can leverage on their experience. So I just want to say it's been a very wonderful show tonight, and you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your dedication, for your time on the speaker show, for always being here with me. You guys are wonderful, and I just want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you. But please, before I go, I want to tell you something. If you have anyone, anyone that friends, even the ones that you're not talking to, just share videos with them. Share this video with them. Let it inspire them because you don't know what exactly they're going through. You don't know their situation. You don't know what you don't even know if they're happy, and if they're happy or if they're sad, or maybe they're just putting on a fake smiling face. You don't know. So please share this video. Share and like and like and like. If you enjoyed the show tonight, please like it. Share with your loved ones, your friends, your enemies. Share with them, and let's have a better world. All right. And I will see you guys next week. And I remain your host, your one and only Niniola Fatai. So I want to tell you, just keep believing, keep holding on. Don't give up. Don't give up. More is yet to come. Your tomorrow is bright. Just keep holding on, and you are going to smile at the end of the day. And I remain your host, Niniola Fatai. And I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone. Bye for now. See you all.